Hi, let's continue our endeavor understanding the four types of combat shooting students. Yesterday, on our last video, we talked about the type 0, the guy who buys a firearm but never train with it. And after him, we have another four types of students, four types or four levels of students trying to learn how to defend themselves, how to defend their families, how to improve their skills using firearms for combat. Let's start. First of all, if you don't know me yet, my name is Lucas. I am Chief Instructor at ABA International. You are invited to subscribe to this channel where daily we will share content that may help you to become better when it comes to combat, to fight. Second, visit our website, abainternational.us. There you can find a lot of content regarding combat shooting, firearms, and martial arts. When it comes to these levels, I explained yesterday on the last video. I learned about them by observing how different people react differently to the same class, or how they can achieve the same results by training in different manners while I was teaching at one of our shooting ranges. The type 1 of a student is very common as well. Maybe you are one of them. The type 1 is the guy who access, for example, the ABA International website. He clicks on the courses link and he sees, for example, Pistol Cognitive Operator 1 course. Enroll now. And he sees the price, $2,000, and he thinks, well, I don't think I should pay Lucas for this bullshit. I believe if I invest this 2K on ammo, I will find out these things by myself. So the type 1 is the kind of people that want to learn by themselves. And this may be a problem. But first, I must be honest. We both must be honest. If I give you the right amount of money and the right amount of time, the right amount of ammo, sooner or later, for example, you will be able to achieve some skill. For example, to hit the target right in the bullseye. The problem when it comes to combat shooting is there are always a better way to do something. You can run, for example, using just one leg. You can run doing something like this. You can run raising your knees or not. Of course, there must be one way that we will achieve better results with minimal effort. Besides, when it comes to learning a new skill, there's something called proprioception. It's how you see yourself doing something. When I teach my students the shooting fundamentals, we start from the stance. And the stance for the combat shooting, I like to teach it by pointing the feet towards the threat. Instead of pointing, most people do like that, pointing the front foot toward the threat and the other foot sideways. This is not optimal. This is not optimal. This is not optimal because it will make difficult for you, harder for you to use barricades later. It will be harder for you to give you the best silhouette, the best recoil control, and so on. We may talk about that in a future video, okay? But the point is, when I teach it, when I try to teach it for a student, these guys often answer me, Lucas, I am already pointing my feet towards, and then I take a picture of the guy, and then he sees that what he is doing something like that and not like that. This is the lack of proprioception. Can we imagine, for example, how this can be dangerous, or at least how this can make your training much less efficient? Besides that, when you try to learn something by yourself, you are not learning by yourself, actually, because when you are reading a book, you are also trying to communicate with the author. Do you agree? The author had to spend some time to invest his time to write something in order for you to read, in order for you to learn some skills, some content, some knowledge. Does it make sense? So you are never trying to learn by yourself. Someone is trying to teach you, right? The type 1 student may eventually accomplish something, may eventually achieve some skill level, but he is also counterintuitive, or he is not efficient. He spends more time than necessary to achieve something, or eventually he may think that he learned something that he didn't actually learn. Does it make sense? So yesterday we talked about the type 0, and tomorrow we will talk about type 2. Tell me, are you type 0? Are you type 1? Or maybe will you be type 2? Subscribe to our videos, turn on the notifications, and I want to see, I want to hear, I want to read your comments. See you there.